Welcome back. And the 2010 Constitution introduced devolution, which ensures that critical services are brought closer to the citizens. Though the new Constitution, this decentralized system of governance, has shifted power, resources, and decision-making from the central government to 47 county governments. 16 years later, we examine the performance of devolved units, their successes, and the areas of concerns in the quest to ensure minorities are protected and provision of services improved.
The 2010 Constitution envisioned devolution as a way to democratize power, share resources equitably, and bring government services closer to citizens. With the rollout of devolution in 2013, key services such as rural roads, agriculture, and primary health care were transferred to county governments. The devolved units have brought gains to local economies, albeit with concerns.
At the onset of devolution, we equally devolved corruption. So there is a lot of corruption in our counties as well. So it is upon those government agencies in charge of pushing forward matters, ethics, matters, integrity and leadership to follow up on the recommendations that the Senate is making. At the end of the day, as a Senate, we are keen on making sure we protect government resources and we protect public funds and that mwananchi gets value for their money.
Wingi wa hawa watu ambao wamepewa majukumu ya kuangalia matumizi ya fedha wamebadilisha mikondo ya hii fedha kuingia labda kwa mifuko za watu binafsi.
Devolution has done quite a bit, but I can say it's still work in progress. Of course, there are a lot of things that we can see.
One of the main pillars of devolution was to ensure development is localized. However, a recent report by the Senate paints a different picture. According to Section 107 of the PFM Act, county governments are required to ensure that expenditure on wages and benefits does not exceed 35% of their total revenue.
We realize most counties are focusing on recurrent expenditure at the expense of pushing through projects that are meant to bring in development.
First of all, we don't know who set up that percentage. In my own opinion, it's wrong. That's why you find that counties have been struggling. That percentage should also be looked at because we don't know who set it and what they based on.
Ugatuzi unajaribu kuangalia kuna wengine ambapo kulingana na account government pesa inagawanywa kwa usawa. Japokuwa kuna mahali kwingine pesa inaenda nyingi lakini kuna wengine mpaka leo hawajafanya mradi.
Devolution stands as both a beacon of hope and a symbol of unfinished promise. While far from perfect, devolution has opened doors, bringing essential services to the villages. Another big concern flagged by the Senate is the underreporting of on-source revenue. Many counties are on the spot regarding over-reliance on the exchequer.
The biggest weak link has been underreporting of on-source revenue by most of the county governments. I happen to sit in the mainstream oversight committees, and every time you ask a governor to talk about her or his own source of revenue, they get a bit uncomfortable. And that is where the money is looted, so to speak. That is where there's pilferage of county resources.
There's a lot of wastage, there's a lot of pilferage, there's a lot of theft. But if we automate, if all these systems are automated, and that's what we've been pushing, automation of revenue collection, so that all monies will be collected and it will be properly used.
Our accountability systems, how do we go back to the mwananchi for public participation? How do we again report back to mwananchi after the controller of budget has their report and the auditor general have brought their reports? How do we now go back to mwananchi and they see there was actually value for the taxes that they given to the government?
Wingi wa hawa watu ambao wamepewa majukumu ya kuangalia matumizi ya fedha wamebadilisha mikondo ya hii fedha kuingia labda kwa mifuko za watu binafsi. Sasa hapo pia kuna tashwishi.
A decade in, devolution stands at crossroads. While it has undoubtedly transformed parts of the country, it's still held hostage by, among other things, power struggles.
Threshold for impeaching a governor should be raised, should be looked at. It's not easy to remove a member of parliament. It's not even easy to remove an MCA, but it's very easy to remove a governor. When the governor goes, you go together because you came together, so that the appetite of maybe the deputies feeling that they can become governors in an easy manner is not there. That you impeach the governor, both of you go.
The same way Governor Lusaka is talking about the deputy going, would we say that at the national level? So, everything needs to be looked at from a whole scale, and whatever works at the national also needs to work at the counties.
Ian Kitani, KTN, Nairobi.
Well, and 16 years after Kenya